Imran Nabidar, how are the traditional parties which came under attack from the Home Minister, accusing them of Parivarvad, how are they gearing up for this post-delimitation, post-completion of the electoral rolls exercise? Will a party like the NC participate in these elections? How do you think the result could pan out?
See, first of all, let me congratulate you and congratulate yourselves on this auspicious day. Coming back to the question, I think it's very too early to actually make presumptions right now. And as when elections are nowhere in sight, I think there is no point talking who will have an edge. The point I'm trying to make here is that we have been waiting for the last 4 years for a democratic process to get rolling. Unfortunately, that is not happening. And even today, there is no definite date that is. They have just said that there's the electoral rules and then things will pan out. It was coming back to your second question on Parivarvad. I don't understand. I mean, this rhetoric that BJP has been saying all along about family rule and family rule. Are they trying to say that all these institutions who have conducted these elections prior to August 370 were rigged? Are they questioning the Election Commission of India? Are they trying to say that all those elections were past elections? People voted for them, whether it was Umar Abdullah who became the Chief Minister or Dr. Farooq Abdullah or earlier
Question there, Imran Dar, would be whether people in Kashmir, whether youngsters will participate or not in this election. The big claim of the Home Minister was that things are better post 370, that people in Kashmir feel that things are getting better, there is deeper engagement. All of that will get tested when this election happens.
Obviously, no. The point I'm trying to make here is that I think it has no basis. This statement of Parivarvad, what basis is it? I mean, it is not that Umar Abdullah himself became the chief. He was elected. People voted for it. People voted for Dr. Farooq Abdullah. And all the institutions that you see growing right now, who laid the foundation for these institutions? The institutions have suddenly not cropped up over the last of the last 4 months or so. People, whether it was National Conference government or the PDC government or other governments, they worked for these institutions, and that is why you see all these institutions hiding right now. As far as reservations are concerned, whether it is Gujar Bakrwal or Pahari, I want to inform your viewers that it was during Dr. Farooq Abdullah's tenure that he was the Chief Minister. He had recommended, he wrote to then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi at that time, and it was after his recommendation that Gujar Bakrwal was given reservation. And for your information also, it was during Umar Abdullah's tenure that 4% reservation on the basis of Pahari was given when Umar Abdullah.
Okay, Ravinder Sharma, where does the Congress stand on this issue of elections? We're hearing from Ghulam Nabi Azad's new party. They think it will be a democratic Azad versus BJP election. Is that the way that you see it, or do you think that Azad is now hand in gloves with the BJP?
See, first of all, Congress has already demanded that elections should be held as early as possible since 2018, June. Jammu and Kashmir is without democracy. They had an unholy alliance and a North Pole, South Pole government which utterly failed in their experiment, and they destroyed Jammu Kashmir. And thereafter they resorted to governor rule and then brought the historical state into UT, and now we are under Lieutenant Governor's rule. Since then, we have been demanding that let the government go for elections. Why do you deprive a state, full-fledged state, from the democratic exercise? We are ready for elections. Everybody wants elections, but the demand is restore statehood. You have committed on the floor of the House earlier also. Where was the need to downgrade, divide and downgrade the state, historical state? You had a political agenda of abrogation of Article 370, but the question is...
Shehzad, the Home Minister has promised that statehood will be restored. The question is when? Will that happen before the elections? Will it happen after the elections? All the Valley parties will demand that statehood be restored before elections.
It is not only the Valley parties, Rahul. Everybody wants restoration of statehood.
When will statehood be restored?
May I respond? Yeah.
First of all,
Rahul, look, May I respond? Let's speak one at a time.
Are
Rahul,
you,
look,
are you, are you giving him
Rahul,
time
can
to
I
speak?
please,
Rahul,
I won't be able to
Rahul,
speak if he's going to continue to talk.
Rahulji, is it my time? I do not, there is some confusion.
Ravinderji, you've just spoken. I'm coming back to you in a moment. I've asked the question that you asked to Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP. When will statehood be restored, Shehzad?
Look, Rahul, these are decisions that are going to be taken in due course of time because there is obviously administrative and other issues that have to be factored in. And therefore, once a commitment has been made in Parliament, the steps will be taken towards that direction. But having said that, let me make a couple of points that are very important. First of all, look at who's talking about democracy in Jammu and Kashmir. The Congress party, whose own Home Minister and former Finance Minister has acknowledged that one of the elections was rigged. This is their Home Minister and former Finance Minister who said it in the public domain. Secondly, the Congress party just spoke about the reservations. Let me tell you what kind of things they and Farooq Abdullah did. In 1989, the cabinet had recommended Pahadis, Bakarwals and Gujars to be put in the ST category. At that time, I think it was Mr. Pilot who only put the Gujars and the Bakarwals, and it was not a complete articulation of that status also, because a lot of the central laws that apply to the tribal community never applied. For instance, the atrocities against tribals and scheduled castes was never applicable because of Article 370. Today, it is the Justice Sharma Committee which has recommended the status for scheduled tribes, even for the Pahadis, and that is being moved. And let me tell you what else has been done. For the first time after the delimitation process, 9 seats are reserved for the scheduled tribes, of which 6 are in the Pir Panjal area.